Growing up, it was almost like a movie because if you played a sport, everyone knew who you were. Football came naturally to me. Football was a getaway for me to let out anger and frustration, whether if it was a good thing, bad thing. I was always thinking about football. It was like a blur to me until it actually slowed down, until I wasn't the focus anymore. I was just getting really settled in with my job. I was steady going to work every day, living with mom because I had just moved back home. Remember my mom waking me up because she couldn't get a ride to work, so she was trying to make everything work with her vehicle. And a neighborhood friend, someone I grew up with, actually came around. What I can honestly remember is him and my mom having a verbal altercation, and he ended up pushing my mother down. I remember opening the door and hearing 2 shots go off. I can remember going down thinking, should I get up and react in a way of self-defense? I'm guessing the guy didn't want to get the police involved, and he ended up taking me to the hospital at the moment. Now, the whole time I'm thinking I still have a chance of self-defense because I was shot. He's in the vehicle, there's no one around. It wasn't something that I could put on my conscience at the moment. My emotions were rapidly changing from fear of thinking this is my last moment on earth, what do I do now, to confused of why did it have to go to this extent of this type of violence. Next thing I remember is being on the operating table, getting my clothes cut off. I think that's when the pain and everything started to kick in of, hey, this is actually going on. I woke up from something that a lot of people don't wake up from. So for me to actually wake up from that and then look around and see I have tubes in here, but I will heal is a life-changing story. Like, I can't be more grateful for that, for anything. The doctor was great. He always came back to check on me because he couldn't believe how fast I was recovering. To the nurses, always checking on me every chance they could get. And it got to the point where it felt like I was family almost, because they didn't see me as a patient. They see me as someone that needed their undivided attention. They told me about this program. They come in and help people who are gunshot victims. I got a visitor from someone wearing a big black boots and hat walking through the door. I literally thought he was a reaper from just waking up. I'm like, ain't no way it's my time. Like, I was just fine.
I mean, I didn't know who Cardell was. I just knew what my job was. When I first walk in the room, I understand this is the golden moment for the person that I'm finna deal with. It's a lot of shame come with being hurt. A lot of shame for a man to be in a vulnerable situation. So you want to take that vulnerability and you want to do something about it. It's easy to retaliate. It's easy to pull a trigger. It takes a strong man not to retaliate. No, normally you meet guys that's in that situation and they already hyped up to do something. He was easy to talk to and he listened. He didn't want retaliation. Society made him want to think that he had to retaliate. If he wanted retaliation, he would have did it right then. So when I saw that and recognized that in his character, I said, well, I got this guy. This guy here, he really, really is a good kid that's in a bad situation.
After that day, I've felt like I've had a whole team, a whole support system just behind me.
The Offender Alumni Association was birthed from lived experience. I am a formerly incarcerated individual. So it was my opportunity to be able to give back, but not so much as to do that alone, but to do that with individuals who had similar lived experiences that I have, so that we can help others find a path that they could believe in and achieve.
My small self can make a difference in this big world. I never would have thought any time that, hey, I can tell my story or make a difference in the neighborhood or just life, period. Waking up every day to come help someone else in a situation that I've been through, it's been a life-changing experience in just a month. It's something to sit down and think back, like, this is how my life changed in just so little time.